Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel where I have a new video for you guys. Today we're gonna learn linking words in English. These are words you can use to express yourself while you're communicating with people, you're communicating with your teachers, with your classmates, with your parent. These words help you form better sentences in English, better paragraphs, and it also helps you, if you're a student, to write very good essays, very good articles, very good emails. These are mostly used in writing but also in speaking, where you can learn how to communicate with people. Without further ado, let's get in the beginning of this video, but don't forget to give a very big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, turn on the post notification, and comment down below. Let's get started. First of all, we have additional words. These are words that help you to add more to something you're saying. If you are a person who says speaking English, okay, there's so many words that they're gonna say. As I started speaking English far away when I was like in grade 4, there's so many ways I didn't know how to connect my sentences in English. So these words are gonna help you. Firstly is additionally. It's mostly used even when you're writing an essay or an article, an email at school, but you can also use it as you're speaking. When you're, for example, giving someone a story time, or when you're telling your friends what happened to you the weekend that is super surreal, you can be like, additionally, I did sense in this. So today in the morning, I woke up, I brushed my teeth, additionally to that, I did this. There is also furthermore. Furthermore, of course, as you can say, when something is like further, something like further, it means that it's really far. And more is like you're adding. So furthermore to what's happening, you see most of this like when you're reading a book or like when you're reading an email or a text. If you do Cambridge, mostly in the papers, when they give you like a passage to read, there's so many of these words. You have to know that these are additional words. So whenever you're speaking, when you're starting to write a new paragraph, you can say, furthermore, there's this and this. Or even when you're speaking, when you're giving a speech to people, it's mostly nicely to know these words, because like, oh, furthermore, when I was telling you about this, it means that people get sick and all sense and this. To continue, there is also as I was saying, and there is two. So I also went to the market, I went to the shop, and also went to the market. These are all words. There is as well as, there is in addition, there is and there is moreover. All of these are words that help you to add on what you say. Instead of like starting a new word and say, I went to the market, I went to the soup, I went to the hospital, I went to church. It doesn't make sense. So I went to the market, then I went to church, and also went to anywhere else you went. So these words help you to add more. Now let's go on the second ones. To continue, there are words, linking words that order something. So these go firstly, secondly, thirdly, finally, previously, above all, or like all of those. So these help you actually to order what you're saying. So when you try to say something, this is again mostly in writing, and this is so much more I'm emphasizing it, because when you're giving a speech, it is so critical that you know this like linking words, because it gives structure to your speech or your text that you're writing. So you can go firstly, and it's your first paragraph, then instead of, you can say furthermore, like secondly, thirdly, and then in conclusion, or like finally, because you cannot say fourthly. It's not like that. You can say firstly, secondly, thirdly, fourthly. It doesn't exist. So you can say firstly, secondly, thirdly, in addition to that, furthermore, in conclusion. You see the way those linking words go with? So if you're a student, or if you try to make a speech and your speech doesn't have these linking words, it's literally gonna make no sense. Literally, they actually strictly tell us to do this at school, because it's so critical when you're trying to Cambridge exams or when you're doing all of these things, because it gives structure to, again, as I say, to your text. So as you're trying to say something, you say firstly, I did this, then secondly, thirdly, in addition to that, moreover, and in conclusion. Those are when you're trying to go in order. Alright guys, now we have the contradicting, or the one they called contrasting words. These are words that tend to be the opposite. So if I was taking something that is positive, the next thing is gonna be more of the negative side. And these words include however. So if I'm speaking and then I want to say something that's gonna kind of contradict what I'm trying to say, or like kind of like contrast it and go more on the negative side. So for example, let's say waking up early is so good, however it's hard to adopt. So it's kind of like, it's good to wake up early, but however there's like a negative side effect of it, because it's really hard to adopt the habit of waking up early. So however, it's one of the most used words that helps you, like when you try to say something, like when you try to say advantages of something and then disadvantage of something, enjoyable things about something, then non-enjoyable things about something, then these however will help. Another one is whereas. So for example, it's when trying to compare two things together, and like one is on the positive side again, another one is that. So for example, she is so organized, whereas her sister is disorganized. She is so organized, whereas her sister is so disorganized. So it means the opposite. So whereas it's like, whereas this person is like this, and it means like it's totally the opposite of what the other person is. So when I'm trying to say you're organized, whereas you're not organized. So basically it's like you are not what she is, you're basically the opposite of that. Another one is like, for example, instead of when you're trying to contradict something, and like, I was trying to talk about this, instead of doing this, I will do this, because you're trying to contrast something or like contradict something. Then the last one are emphasizing words. These are words that actually, when you try to emphasize on something, you say, again, this is mostly used in writing than when you're speaking, but it's also efficient in when you're giving a speech, when you're talking in front of people, when you're trying even to write scholarship letters, when you're about to apply for a job. This is so used. So when you emphasis is when you try to emphasize on a specific point. Let's say that, for example, you're talking about the way social media is affecting all of us, or the way technology is growing, and you want to actually touch on something really, really important. What you can use is, for example, above all. When you say like above all, it means like the toppest of the top. I already gave the list of information, I already gave my list of options, but above all of that, my main thing is this. So when I'm talking, I can be like, I've been talking like this, but above all, the thing I was trying to communicate is technology is good, but you should learn how to efficiently use it. So that's a word of emphasis. Another one is like in particular. When you say in particular, or like when you're trying to say in particular, it means that in particular, this is what I'm touching, like mostly. So for example, I'm talking about something, it's like social media again. You can say social media is affecting a lot of people, in particular students. So this means that you're trying to emphasize that even if social media is affecting all of us, it is mostly affecting students more than like teachers, or more than like parents and all that. Another word you can use that is very commonly used in emphasis is especially. So when you say especially, it's when you try to say something, and I find myself even using this when I'm not even talking formally like to my friends, and I want to emphasize something and I'm trying to say something. For example, yesterday was such a very hard day, especially the fact that I had to wake up early when I slept late. So I'm trying to emphasize on that to make sure actually like understand why today was a hard day for me. So I'm like, it was a really hard day, especially the way I had to go to school by foot, like so early in the morning. I didn't even eat breakfast. That's something that I can use. And that's it for today's video. I hope you guys learned something. Don't forget to comment down below one of these short form videos that can help you grow your English. That can help you also to learn how to speak, write in all the terms. Don't forget to give a very big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, turn on the post notifications. I'll see you guys back in another video. Don't forget to go check my other videos of learning French, public speaking, and all these short form videos that I do both in French and English. Don't also forget to go check out the reading sections I have for my siblings. I'll see you guys back in another video. Bye bye.